What's going on, guys? Thank y'all for stopping by. I have for y'all today my Heroes deck list. This is the list I brought to my locals this past Sunday. The deck performed very well for it being a rogue deck. The record was 1-1-2. That was 1 win, 1 loss, 2 draws. The 2 draws, I was very competitive. I do feel like I would have won those game threes, or at least been very competitive in them since I won the dice roll. But there was never a match that I wasn't in. I do play some controversial ratios, but I will explain why I ran those certain ratios, and we'll get further into that as we get into the deck profile. But other than that, let's get into it. Start off with the main deck. For our Elemental Hero lineup, we have 3 Elemental Hero Stratos. We have 1 Shadow Mist, 1 Elemental Hero Neos, and the controversial part here is I do run the Liquid Soldier and I do run the Wing Karibo level 6. I have seen people running just one of each. I've even seen people not running them at all. I prefer to run them both because I do think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very situational. You can't always pull the cards you want, especially in decks that don't have cards that can easily just get into every single card you need. The Wing Karibo, yeah, it does give you the interruption, but I do like that I can go into absolute 0. It is a good kind of out to get rid of opponents' boards, especially if you're able to break through some of the negates. And every time I always went into Liquid Soldier, and I was always able to search level 6 just in case I needed it. For the Vision Hero lineup, we do run 3 Ferris, we do the 2 Increase, and we do the 2 Vions. I do agree with almost every list I see. People are running Increase at 2 because if you're only running 1, then if you draw the 1, it kind of screws up your whole combo. And then for the Destiny Hero lineup, we do run 3 Malicious. We run 1 Denier and 1 Plasma. And that is it for the monster lineup. We'll go on to the spells. For the spells, we run 3. The Hero Lives is an excellent starter. Jumps you into Shadow Mist if you need to get Dark Claw. If you're needing just a summon just to get your play started, this card really gets you going. 3 Fusion Destiny. Doesn't really need much explanation. It's an excellent card. It's a 1-card DPE, and you can also kind of use it as an Ash bait as well. I run 2 Mass Change. I only run 2 Mass Change targets, so that's why I only run 2. The third one's never come up, and I've always had that 2 as a good ratio because I want to see it in my open hand, but I don't need it in my open hand. For the 1-ofs, we do run 1 Polymerization, 1 Miracle Fusion, 1 Rhoda, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Favorite Contact. And that is it for the main engine of the deck. And here we're going to get into the extra cards. These are, these can be whatever you want, but this is the lineup I chose to go with today. We're going to go 2 talents, 2 droplets, and a kind of a newer card that I'm not seeing in many profiles, but I do think they should run this is Book of Eclipse. This is a great out to Nibiru because that's one thing heroes don't have. Nibiru absolutely wrecks this deck, and Nibiru can only summon itself by tributing face-up monsters. So if you use this and you flip your cards face down, you can still polymerization your cards. That's the one easy way to get around it. And then we do have our last 2 1-ofs. We have Called By. That's obviously for Ash. We don't want to get hit with that if we don't have to, and it's also good kind of defense if you're going first. And then the last controversial card, Pot of Prosperities. Everyone knows that Heroes extra deck is tight. There's not much room in there, so I'm not telling you to get rid of 6. I'm telling you you should get rid of 3, and I will show you why we do get rid of 3, because there are hero cards in the extra deck that people aren't running that are targets for this card. It's a even 40. Deck was running really smooth. I never felt like I was missing anything. The only time I felt like it was kind of like if it was kind of slow, maybe it was against like Branded or something like that. But other than that, it ran very well. For the extra deck, we run 2 Darklaw. This is your mass change target. It's very self-explanatory. It banishes everything. It's a walking macrocosmo. Wish the attack was a little higher, but it really put in some work today. We have the 1 absolute 0, like I said. We do 1 Infernal Rage, 1 Sunrise, 1 Shining Neos Wingman, 1 Wake Up, and the questionable card is Trinity. No one runs him. I don't know why. He is a 5k beater when he's summoned. If it gets negated, it is what it is. He can still attack 3 times. I had every single matchup where I had a monster on the field that was at least 4,000 attack, and I don't have anything that can get over that. Unless I use DPE or something to pop it, this is the only thing that was able to get over it. It came in extremely clutch today, especially when I used Book of Eclipse to flip everything face down, summon him out, attack everything, and then you just go for game. For the Destiny Heroes, we do have the 1 DPE. We have the 1 Dystopia, and that is it for the fusions. For the links, we have 2 Cross Crusaders. We have 1 Infernal Devicer, 1 Wonder Driver, and 1 Decimator. And that is it for the extra deck. It ran very smooth. We do, and you saw you have targets in there for Pot of Prosperity. And then we have the side deck. I didn't dig into it too much. It was mainly for like maybe Fiendsmith or Tempai or things like that, but I'll get into that. We run 3-dimensional barrier. We run 3 Dark Ruler no more. We run Cosmic Cyclones and the 1 Lightning Storm for back row removal. And then for the rounded out, we do 2 Ash and 3 Infinite and Permanents. Pretty standard. If I ran into cards that, like if it was Thunder Dragon Colossus and I need to search my cards, I would go inside for this. We do have 1 player that does run Thunder Dragons. He's a terrible duelist though. Just kidding. But it's a great thing to have for that card. But other than that, that's all I have for the deck list. If you have any comments, if you have anything you want to add to the deck, if you think, man, why are you running these ratios? If you want to even give any ideas of what we should be running, definitely let me know. Again, guys, thank y'all for stopping by. Don't forget to like, share, comment. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all have a good one.